Tamika Elliott, and these are the rest of my team members. We'll start over here.
My name is Lauren Garrett.
My name's Sydney Reed.
My name is Ricardo Malo.
I'm Max Green.
And we are officially Team 2 for the week. We have labored over this project, and we are very excited to share this idea with you finally. As members of the community yourself, I'm sure you would agree that Boise is a wonderful city. It's a great place to live, great place to work, but with our idea, we feel that it can become the most livable city in the world. But the first question we asked ourselves is, what do we feel is livable? This term, everybody can take a different approach to it, but our group decided that a livable city is one in which people do more than just work. They do more than just come to downtown, clock in, and then at 5 o'clock they're out of the door. We want it to be a place where people can learn and interact with others and also have this sense of community. So that is what we defined as livable. Therefore, our vision we wanted to see a heightened sense of community and culture, a place that really emphasizes education, and more importantly, a place to bring everyone together so that we can all experience this great city together. And we're going to do this by creating the Boise Exploration Project, which we will strategically have placed at the entrance into downtown Boise. And with that, Max will give you a more detailed description of the project.
So we picked site number 2. That's where Front and Myrtle meet right off the connector. We picked this site for 3 main reasons. First of all, we believe it's one of the most centrally located of all the sites. It's right at the entrance to downtown. It's near everything. Really, you could walk from here to just about anywhere you wanted to go, whether that's Bodo or down to the river, BSU. It's a very nice central location. Second, it's very large. It's about 11 acres, which gives us a lot of flexibility with the multiple designs we wanted to implement. Finally, we consider this area as the true gateway to Boise. When you come into the city, this is where the connector comes. This is Myrtle Street right here in front. Anybody that's entering or exiting downtown, especially from suburban Boise, which is a large percentage of the population, is going to pass right by this area. And right now, it's very underdeveloped. We took these pictures here. As you can see, it is not very pleasant to look at. It's actually a bit of an eyesore. We feel like if this area were developed, it could really become a Boise landmark. It could give a very good first impression to people coming to our city. Our main focus for this project was a Boise City Museum. We think this is going to be an interactive educational experience. We have these pictures here of what some of the exhibits might be. We have a lot of space to work with in this central area. It'd be the middle lot right there. It's a very large museum, as you can see. We'd like to integrate a lot of interactive exhibits, very educational experience with lots of science, technology, and even some history. You can actually see on your floor plans that we've passed out. Those are figures 1, 2, and 3 of the floor plans. As you can see, we actually modeled this off the Smithsonian to get inspiration for some of the exhibits. There's a lot of science, some history, biology, all sorts of science exhibits and a little bit of history. But the thing we want to emphasize here is the second floor is actually going to be home to some BSU classrooms and labs. We feel like there's some technology from Boise State that could be integrated very well here. The anthropology department has a new machine that actually analyzes material and tells you what substances are in it. It's a very impressive looking piece of equipment. We feel like it could really express what Boise State research is about. We are supposed to be a metropolitan research university of distinction. We feel like if you had these glassed-in classrooms, the community could really go to this museum and actually get a feel for what Boise State research is about. We feel like that would really integrate the Boise State University culture into the heart of downtown. In addition, it's a benefit for Boise State because we feel like if they had a place to have classrooms for multiple departments, not just science, maybe accounting, political science, most business and government takes place in downtown Boise. It's close to the Capitol building and Boise City Hall. If there were classrooms here, a political science class or a accounting class or business could actually start there and then visit any number of places in downtown Boise. Second, we have the marketplace. This is our model here. There's a couple of main features to look at here. First, we would like to put in restaurants and shops here. This would be something of an outdoor mall with 2 levels. We took architecture inspiration from the Basque culture. We feel like the Basque culture is really a part of the culture of downtown Boise especially. Also, some of their design features really worked well with this slightly odd-shaped piece of land. It's very triangular, but a lot of Basque design has stuff like towers and narrow buildings with balconies on them. We feel like this works well to integrate with the design we have here. So we have restaurants and shops, especially maybe something like the Keystone restaurant might be on the 2nd floor of this tower. To give you a great view of the entire city. So the main reason we feel like this is a good retail location is because, let me rephrase that. The main reason we feel like there's a need for more retail here is the economy. We talked to Boise City officials in the mayor's office with economic development. They said they defined livability as jobs at this point in Boise time. The latest citizen surveys back this up. We feel like they really need to have jobs, frankly. It starts there for livability. If you don't have a job, you really can't live here well. So more retail space is going to bring more local businesses and maybe even some national chains to Boise in the form of restaurants and retail outlets. The other main keystone point here is the amphitheater. Right now, there are 2 main venues for music. There's the Egyptian Theater, which is around 600 seats, and then there's the Morrison Center, which is close to 2,000. As the mayor said, there is a gap in arts and culture venues in Boise. There needs to be something in the range of 800 to 1,200 seats for a show of that size. We feel like this venue is a great place for that. As we said, it's very centrally located. It's right where it needs to be for that. And this is a great opportunity to build that venue. We feel like this area, combined with the museum, is really going to become a hot spot, a place to bring your kids after work, or even have college students have something to do, especially if they're not 21 and can't go to a bar, which is most of what entertainment downtown is now. We feel like this can really become something to anchor our downtown entertainment and educational scene. Related to the survey, actually, is that the amphitheater and the museum would obviously be great arts and cultural experiences. One statistic we found is, all the speakers we had talk, that's the mayor, president of this university, and Mark Rivers, developer of Odo, all agreed that arts and culture is a place that Boise really needs to focus on. They say this because Boise right now is a great place for this. But we think, and the survey that I'm about to reference bears this out, that it could go from a great place to an amazing place, even a leader in the nation for this. The 2009 Boise Citizen Survey says that 28% of citizens believe that arts and culture in Boise is excellent. That's very good in comparison with the Mountain West region and the nation as a whole. But for cities of comparable size to Boise, that figure is actually 37%. We find that this bears out our conclusion that while Boise is doing fine, a respectable job in arts and culture, it could really take it to the next level and become a leader in arts and culture. Next, the final plot is our garage and park area. Related to really bringing people downtown is the need for more parking. Right now this lot is dirt parking, which at least it's being used, but it is very inefficient, obviously. And parts of it are closed off because it's not all just dirt, there's trash and it's undeveloped. We feel that an underground parking structure would be able to address some of Boise's parking issues, bring more people from suburban Boise to downtown. while not being too unsightly.